Welcome to another webisode of Outdoor Cast Iron Cooking. I'm Dean, the Fog Crawler.
Hi, I'm Joni, the Teardrop Nanny. We're here today at a new location. This is a park that's maintained on the outskirts of Willow Creek by the Willow Creek Service District.
We're creekside in Willow Creek and we're making funnel cakes.
Also known as Doika Kucha.
Stay tuned.
The ingredients for funnel cakes are pretty common in the everyday pantry. You'll need eggs, milk, sugar, flour, salt, baking powder, and of course oil, and it helps to have a deep skillet to put the oil in. I brought out a whole bunch of different tools that you can use. You don't need all of these, but what's really helpful, of course, if you're going to make funnel cakes is a funnel. And I brought an assortment of funnels. This one has the widest mouth on it. I have one that's used for mason jars, is even wider, but you want one that can easily take that cake mixture through it, which is going to be a lot like a pancake batter. It's also good to have some type of a slotted spoon so that when you're ready to take them out, you can drain them and put them on paper towels. And it's handy to have lots of paper towels. Also, when you go to put the batter into the funnel, holding the bottom before you pour the batter in, you can take a ladle also to put it inside. Tongs are another helpful thing to have so you can flip it and you have a choice of what you want to top it with. We have some powdered sugar. We have some cinnamon sugar mix. We have some cinnamon sugar mix and Honey's Good, molasses, fruit preserves. You can choose what you like to put on. Another thing is when we have these kind of containers, we reuse them from takeout because funnel cakes can be kind of messy with all of that. So I'll put the different type of toppings in these when I flip them around, and that way I can either rinse them out or I don't feel so bad if I have to dispose of them because I've already reused them once. Again, the deep skillet is the best to use, as well as have paper towels handy because you're working with hot grease. You never know what's going to happen when it pops. I sifted together the dry ingredients for the mix, the flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt. To see the full recipe, scroll down below the video description and click on Show More, and you can see the recipe to print out. Today's recipe is going to make about 6 to 8 pancake-sized cakes. I have the egg here, and I'm putting in a half a cup of milk. Then I'll add the other half. The exact amount of flour can vary because it just depends on how it goes through the funnel. Again, you want to use a funnel wide enough that things can slide down through it. Once I get the eggs and the milk, I'll stir up the batter and make it smooth. Then I can ascertain if I need more flour or not. Add in the milk and the egg, and again, stir until your batter gets smooth. I've got vegetable oil heating in this 12-inch skillet, and to tell if the oil is ready, 375, I drop a pinch in, and if it goes and sizzles, dissolves, it's ready enough. When you use the funnel, you want to make sure that hold the bottom before you put the batter in, and again, the batter is now pancake smooth. When I drop it in, be careful because the oil, you don't want it to splatter on you. You're going to start it and drop it into the center in a circular motion and work outward. And what's great is you can do other things too. You can do spirals, you can do different shapes. I'm taking about a quarter of a cup to start with because I can always plug it up. Once I release it and it starts to go, I just keep going around in a spiral. Keep building on it and building on it. Gets little curlies on it. What's nice is if you still have some left in the funnel when you're done, it takes only 1 to 2 minutes and you see it starting to rise now. When I flip it over, I can fill in any excess areas that might have a hole in them. But you can see this is that wonderful smell when you walk down the fair or carnival midway that you could smell those funnel cakes cooking. Once that 1 to 2 minutes is up, flip it over, and it should look golden and crispy on the bottom. Again, I like these slotted spoons because you can get right underneath it. Tongs work as well. If you don't have a funnel to use, you can always use a plastic bag, which you've cut out a corner of, like a piping bag. Now this one, because it's the very first one in the pan, I want to let it go a little bit longer because it should have been browner and crispier on this side. But this is the test run. This was my first one. The other side should be brown and crispy. So what I'm going to do is flip it over and give it a little more on that side. Again, watch out for the splatter. Once this side has browned up, I'll take it and remove it and let it drain in a paper towel. That's why I told you those takeout boxes are very handy to use. Looks great. Let it drain. Now it's ready for brown sugar, cinnamon sugar, powdered sugar. What do you want on yours, Dean?
Surprise me.
Okay. You can get creative and, like I say, do spirals. I kind of like to go with about the size of a medium pancake. They cook up fast. And of course, they're best when served warm. Yeah, there we go. That one looks good. Woohoo! Activate the smell-o-vision.
Deutsche Küche.
Deutsche Küche. Funnel cakes. All right, Dean. Ready? So here's that cinnamon and sugar. While it's still warm, put it inside there. And again, what I like about these is that they're easily disposable. I can flip it over. And because we're outdoors, I don't worry about making a mess. Dean, you're either going to have to follow me with the camera or just know that when I'm shaking it, I'm going to have to move it. Okay, there it is. Here's the one with brown sugar. Look at those little spirals. Oh. And we have some leftover cinnamon sugar, so funnel cakes. How fun, huh? Well, here you have an assortment of the funnel cakes. We have the cinnamon with the sugar. We have powdered sugar with the cinnamon. And then by the time we finished our 6th and 7th one, we have what we call the UN funnel cake, which is a combination of everything that was inside. Sugar, cinnamon, brown sugar, powdered sugar. Yes. Funnel cakes are a great dessert, fun to make. Make sure you have another pair of hands sometimes, though, if you're doing it with kids, because it's helpful with the hot grease. Enjoy.
Deutsche Küche.
Deutsche Küche.
We hope you enjoyed today's webisode.
I want to give a shout out to the Willow Creek Community Service District for maintaining this beautiful Creekside Park as well as Veterans Park. It's a wonderful place to spend the day.
Remember, it's all about eating good in the great outdoors.
And until the next time, happy trails to you.
Yay.
Did you like my wave?
Yeah.